Hey guys, it's Maymay, and this week I'm a little short on time. I actually got some really good news that you guys will be so glad about, and that is that my daughter-in-law Samantha is coming to town with my granddaughter Addie. We had no idea. She surprised us. They're coming. So since we couldn't go to Texas, they're coming to us. We're super excited. So it's really tightened my time up. However, I had this dream about a card and I've got to show you how to do it. So I don't have time to do the entire card, but I want to show you this pop-up idea I have because I think you might want to do it too. So here's the deal. I'm using the gingerbread house from my stamp set called Gingerbread. I love this set. It's so cute. And what I did to save a little time for the video is I went ahead and colored and cut out 4 little gingerbread houses, because guess what we're going to do? We're going to make a pop-up gingerbread house in our card. It's so cute. I can't wait to show you. So 4 colored houses cut out exactly along the line. Okay, so that's how those are done. This is a 6x6 piece of, or will be a 6x6 card. It's 6 inches tall by 12 inches long, and I scored it in the middle. So now I'm going to show you what we need to do here. So you're going to need a strip of cardstock that is 10.5 inches long by 1/4 of an inch wide. So I'm going to cut this strip down to 10.5. This is just a piece of scrap that I had in my stash, so I thought I would use it. And then I'm going to cut a piece that is 1/4 of an inch wide. So I'm just going to bring this over. That feels very crooked, so let me go this way. I must have cut that by hand. All right, so lay this onto the 1/4 of an inch spot. I'm coming on this side of my blade, all right? Then I'm going to sink my blade and go up and come down so I get a nice crisp cut. So there is my 1/4 by 10.5 inch strip. Now let me show you why I'm doing this size, okay? In case you have a stamp at home, you want to kind of create something like this, I need to measure the width of this roof, the widest part of this stamp, and it's right at 2.5 inches, okay? So I don't want this strip to really be noticeable from the front, and if I do it so thin at 1/4 of an inch, it's really going to hide behind here. Some of this won't make sense till we finish, but trust me, this thin of a strip really works, okay? So we need to score our little strip. So in my scoreboard, I'm going to score this guy every 2.5 inches because that's how wide our little house is. So 2.5, 5, 7.5, and then at 10. So you're going to have a 1/2 inch little piece at the end that hangs off. Now, why am I doing this? Because we need to fold it and make our little house fit on it. And you might want to score this before you cut it down. If you struggle with keeping things really straight and neat on your scoreboard, just cut yourself like a wider piece, score it, and then cut down 1/4 of an inch. All right, now I'm going to fold these guys. And they don't have to fold flat just yet. I just want to fold and make a square. You can see I've been coloring. Look at that finger. That must be from ink. I don't know. Okay, and then this guy. So this one is going to connect to this one and make a square. It's what's going to hold our little house together. So now that I've got this little piece all folded on the score lines, on that 1/2 inch flap that we created, I put a little glue and I'm going to close this up and make it a square. And I'm going to use my table to help me get a nice square. So I'm just going to press that down and then I'm going to lay it down and press it, just so everything's nice and lined up. So that's what we want, just a square, okay? Now what we can do is we can connect our little gingerbread house to it. And let me show you how I did it. All right, so I put adhesive along the 1/4 of an inch strip, just on one of the sections that we scored. And then this little guy gets lined up from roof of the house to roof of the house on that strip. So I'm using the edge of the roof of the house and the width of the roof of the house to line it up on that strip. Okay, I'll flip it over so you can see what I'm saying. See where that strip is right there? And we're going to do that with all of our pieces. So that's why we had to measure the widest point so we knew we wouldn't overlap each other. There's that one. And I'm going to line this guy up. Edge of the house to the edge of the strip. They don't have to be perfect. All they have to do is not impede each other from doing this. We need it to open like a square. Okay? Then I'm going to do the next one. You can line them up at the bottom too. See how I'm kind of lining that up at the bottom? That's important for when we put it into our card. And the next one. So this is going to be what goes into the middle of our card. Look how cute this is going to be. But we need to make some little tabs to hold 2 sides of this house down. So let me show you what I'm going to do for that. So I've just cut for myself 2 1-inch squares. Now you can score these if you want, but really all you need to do is fold these in half, and they're just going to become the little tabs that hold your gingerbread house in place. crease those down, and those are ready. Now we need to get our card base ready. So my 6x6 card base, I'm going to fold it in half and then crease it. Now this only worked in the 6x6 for me because of the size of the little gingerbread house. So you do want to use a 6x6 card base. That will matter. So now that you've got your center fold established, what you need to do is you can do a couple things. You can measure down a 1/2 inch from the top and make a little pencil mark. You don't have to do this, but this is an option, okay? So you can measure down, make a little pencil mark at 1/2 inch. All right. Then you're going to need for yourself a square. The size of the square is not the most important. This one's a 2.5 by 2.5. I kind of made it the size of my house just so I could know for sure this was the size I needed. And what you want to do is you want to line up this point and this point on that center line of your card, okay? And then we're going to do one thing. We're going to trace this one line so super lightly, just enough for us to see it, okay? Now I'm going to do it darker so you guys can really see it. Okay, kind of hard to see anyway, isn't it? There it is on there. There's our little black line. All right, and then all you have to do is attach our little house. Okay, so back to our little strips. Slide that out of the way. And on one flap of our strip, I'm going to add adhesive. Just like this. And then to one of the houses, I'm going to add that little tab at the bottom, so that'll glue to our card. Okay, so I want you to see what I've done. I've just glued it inside of there so it'll attach to our card. Now, if you put it on this one, the next one that needs it is this one. All right, so I'm just going to, I'll set that down so I don't confuse you. Add some glue to one side. And we want to make sure that the next house, the one next to the one with the tab, gets the second tab. So just put a little tab on. Just like so. Now this is where it gets super easy. All right, I'm going to pull my tabs out straight since I've got them on, and I'm going to close this down so that my tabs are on top of each other. All right, now we're going to attach it to the card. All you have to do is line the bottom of your house up with that line you created and make sure that your little chimney is not hanging off the end. That's why I said you don't necessarily have to do this 1/2 inch mark to line yourself up with the square, but to be sure you won't hang out, if you make that 1/2 inch mark and then you put your little pattern there at the 1/2 inch mark, you'll know you'll be all right. See how that lines up? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to put a little glue here. And I'll tell you what, in hindsight, I might have done my tabs the color of my card base, but it doesn't matter. Whatever works. All right, line this up on that little line again. And then press down that tab. Now, we've only glued one down, okay? This top one is not glued down yet, but we're fixing to glue it down. Now we're going to add glue to the top one as it sits, okay? And we're going to close our card over it, just like so. And I'm going to rub that down so that the glue will adhere. And then we can open our card. Are you ready for this? It's so cute. Look at this. So now you have a stand-up gingerbread house. I had to show you how to do that. I was like, this is something that would be so cute for you guys to create, and I didn't want to wait to show you. So look at your little pop-up gingerbread house in your card. Now you can do all kinds of decorations, but can you imagine giving this to somebody? I just love it. Even if you decorate the insides of the cards, you guys will come up with so many ideas, but I wanted to show you how to do it, and it works every time. Isn't it cute? And you really can do this with anything that is square. Now, I want to give credit where credit is due. I learned how to do this from a video on YouTube, and I'm going to link his video below. He didn't do like that little house I did, but he put a little house in a card, and I thought, wait a minute, if he can put that house in, I wonder if we can put our house in. Sure enough, we can. So I'm going to link his video below so you guys can check it out. But look, I love it. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I did making it. And I hope this quick little video just showing you this technique will really help you, because you guys can design the card any old way you want. But I wanted to show you how to do the pop-up. All right, guys, if you make this, you know I want to see it. Put your photos in our customer gallery on our website at maymaymadeit.com. I love seeing your pictures. And if you're looking for inspiration, we now have over 2,000 photos over there for you guys to see. You can also tag us on any social media. We're Maymay Made It on social media. So tag us there as well. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Have a great one. Talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.